Good morning, guys. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am stepping into, I guess I'm putting my wedding planner hat on. So if you're new to this channel, I am a wedding planner and a Pinterest strategist, Pinterest manager. So you'll notice that my content or my channel has kind of two parts to it, really wedding planning and Pinterest, but my Pinterest is also really geared towards wedding pros because that's really the world that I'm in. So today I'm taking you behind the scenes. I am doing 2 rental appointments with a couple that is getting married in the fall, and we're going to take a look at what each company has to offer, the different styles, and then we'll kind of pick out the items that we want. And I'll take you along because I think it's fun to meet new vendors and just give you an idea of the type of questions that I ask and how that goes for us. So let's go. Okay, I'm here at the gas station, and in the last year, I've developed a little bit of gas station anxiety because I'm gonna show you what happens. My car basically is super finicky. It doesn't want to open the gas tank door. So there have been times where I've been completely out of gas and I've had to stop at a gas station and the door wouldn't open. And so I sit there like an idiot and wait for people to go around me, and eventually it's a matter of locking, unlocking the door, locking, unlocking the door, like 100 times, and then it finally unlocks. So let's see how it goes for us today. Yay!
Get 2 for just the others.
Okay, we made it to our first rental appointment here at Southern Events. Their showroom is really cute. You'll take a look inside. We're gonna meet my couple, Jess and Grace. And of course, this is the, time of masks, and that's totally fine. We can still get everything done with our masks on. So we're gonna wait here for our sales rep to come in and we'll take a tour.
Just like plain old water and tea or anything, or just have that coming from the bar?
Yeah, we talked, I think, last time about the maybe dispensers for water and tea or something like that.
Okay.
Or do you want to put it on the buffet?
Have it. We can check. We can
Arrow
put it
bar.
on there and then just check.
Yeah, check and then I can remove it.
Yeah. The first, 10-15 minutes of a rental appointment is good to kind of look back on what we maybe emailed the rental company about. So usually how I'll break it down is I'll go, ceremony rental items that we want, cocktail hour rental items, and then reception. And our sales rep will, jot down things that we know we need quantity-wise. She'll maybe recommend adding some products that they know go well together. And then here she has kind of a little diagram of our possible reception. This is a smaller wedding with about 30 to 40 people. So we don't need a ton, but we still need all the important pieces to put a wedding together, right? So in a second, we're gonna look at some chair options. We're going to look at some place settings and specific tables. We're going to look at napkin colors and see what we like best. And if you're a wedding planner that's watching this, I think the important thing to remember is don't feel intimidated when you're going into a rental appointment. Don't be afraid to ask your rental person questions because they're the specialists at this. I think wedding planners, sometimes we think that we have to know everything about the wedding planning process. But listen, when you're hiring pros like this, put the ball in their court, ask for their advice, and it's not going to make you look any less of an expert or any less of a good wedding planner in front of your clients. They're going to appreciate the knowledge, the questions that you ask, and you just have to be, a rep for your clients. Okay, let's get down to the details. So the first thing, like I mentioned, what we're gonna do is we're gonna talk about the ceremony. And this is, really the rentals is my favorite part because you really get to kind of play around. And you'll notice in a bit that I'll put together some styles for them, and our rental salesperson's Summer is going to help put her ideas there, because I think this is where we really just get to play and have fun and don't worry if it's slightly different than what the mood board is going to look like. So first, though, we need to talk about the chairs, and we're shown here kind of the option of the crossback chairs with cushions, but then like this whole wall is full of chairs. And I really recommend that clients and couples actually sit in the chairs, because this one that Grace is grabbing here, they're called Showroom chairs, and while they look really pretty, they hit your bra strap, and so I would probably recommend them for ceremony, since typically the ceremonies are a little bit shorter. But for reception, I would go with something different to just kind of not have such an upright back that hits the bra strap. So Grace is testing out the options. This one on the left is kind of a simple fruit wood chair. It's actually very comfortable. We had those at our wedding. They're on the lower end price-wise, and then the Showroom chairs on the right are a little bit more expensive, but like I said, not great for reception. Now these are our reception options. That's the crossback chair, and then this one, I can't remember the name of this one, but it's kind of nice and a little fancier. She really liked both of them. And we're gonna try them on with the cushion, but like this is fun. Sit in them, see how you feel, and can you picture these on your wedding day? Okay, this is for sure my favorite part, which is the place settings. So we're talking about a few ideas here. Now, this wedding is going to be more of like heavy appetizers plus a station, a food station. So we're not talking about a buffet, we're not talking about plated meals, we're talking about kind of a hybrid, more casual, but like tons of food. So what we want to do is we want to have what we call a charger, or kind of a plate where you don't eat off of. And you can sometimes use a dinner plate. That's a little quick tip for you guys. You can use an actual dinner plate and put salad plates on top that you eat off of, or you can do an actual charger and then put a dinner plate on top. So we want to set the tables to be really pretty, but we also need it to be efficient, and we're gonna drop some plates off at that station that I mentioned so that people can keep going back and grabbing more. So here we're just gonna be playing with a few ideas, pairing it with some napkins, and eventually get to our final design.
Right.
Maybe like, I don't know if this is an actual thing, but
Is it that? That's, yeah.
But like, I'm wondering if we need like a champagne glass for everyone, because eventually we'll have champagne and cake, right? I don't know.
where you
set that up separately, probably.
Or it's at the bar and people could grab. So like depends if you want to toast with champagne, then we would want servers to pour it for them. Or if you're just going to say let's toast with whatever you have, then they'll just kind of raise
Not
it up.
everybody likes champagne,
Right.
and then you're wasting like 5 bottles
Yeah.
of champagne. You're like,
Styles in the Ultra as well. I like champagne.
You're just fabric. I see. Yeah.
And it would
Okay,
be-
both are very nice.
And it would be super long and go puddle over the edge of your tables as well.
Which is,
and it would be more like
Saturdays, like
that color. But of course we have it in more of an ecru as well.
Okay. I mean, they're all along the same color palette.
Yeah, that one. Maybe that one. But that one's pretty good.
Yeah. A super cute rental showroom in Nashville, and we're going to take a look again at similar pieces. At least, you know, when it comes to our checklist, we have this similar checklist as the other rental company, but we know the pieces will be a little bit plate. I mean, then you go with like a more subtle. I would then probably mute it with like a subtle fork knife, and then linen probably keep it. Well, that's maybe a little too. It's a little bit too much. Yeah. Okay, I think we're thinking more the huppah style to put over the head table, so it'd be probably two. I don't know if you have two.
So we could also do that. So the way that this one could work, we have extenders where we could just do two of them. They'll connect in the center, and then this pole will just stop table level.
Oh, I see.
And then continue to go around.
To go around, okay.
So we could also do, if this is the style that you like. If not,
Right, which I don't think they do as much. Yeah, more the four pole.
The four pole. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
I think this is an 8x8. We might have.
Okay. Because it's a practice. It's a video.
Yeah.
But. Oh. Yeah.
I love that. It's good. Tastes so good.
And a lot of this, you know, the design day when we go to rental companies is playing around with the rentals and not to be afraid to test out some styles and then realize, we don't love it, and then go grab something else, because one look on a mood board can be very different than what it is in person. And you have to like see it, and remember too, there's going to be flowers that are complementing these place settings. There's going to be maybe a different color linen napkin. We're going to have a runner going down the middle. So there's all these little elements that are hard to kind of picture until you see the rental pieces in person. And you could be on Pinterest all day long designing stuff, but every rental company is going to carry something different. So we want to just try to kind of, use the mood board as a style, as a feeling, as a vibe, and then get the real pieces. Company tours. I met up with my husband at the factory in Franklin. It's a super cool space. I really feel like they could do some events here once they open back up fully. I'll show you a little bit around, but we are grabbing nachos because this is Chris's favorite place. And there's a little donut photo shoot happening here on the right, which is so cute. Their donuts are adorable, by the way. This is really the main reason we come to Mojo Tacos so much. It's these fully loaded chicken with white queso. They're to die for. I highly, highly recommend. Home, and I talked a little bit to my clients about what they're leaning towards when it comes to the rentals. We had seen one other rental company before today, and the challenge is every rental company is missing one element. So for example, some of them didn't have lighting, others don't have tabletop items like plates, flatware, all that stuff. So finding one company for everything is really hard with the style that we want. So what I think we're going to do is we're going to get the bulk of our rentals from one company, and then we're going to get our plates, glassware, all that stuff from another company. When you're doing rental appointments like this, it's important to remember like to allocate yourself enough time in between. So we had an appointment from 12 to 1, and then I gave us an hour to drive to our next place in case we went over in time, which we did at the first place. So an hour in between, and also just an hour to like kind of shake it off, regroup. It's a lot of thinking of like, if you're someone like me who if I'm presented with too many options of stuff, I sometimes like get paralysis and I'm like, I don't know, there's so many options. So I think it's important to kind of regroup, give yourself an hour. For some people, maybe give yourself 2 hours and go grab lunch with your clients, go get a coffee, like something. And also, if you are traveling to the next location, account for that much time. Like in LA, we used to have to account for an hour drive to the next place. Whereas here in Nashville, you know, it's at least, 15 to 20 minutes, depending on where we're going, maybe 30 minutes if we're going to the other side of the city. But way more manageable. So anyway, we are gonna select our rentals, and next step after that is basically I'm just waiting for all the companies to give us the rental quotes back, and we will evaluate, kind of compare. Everyone had different products to offer, so we're not expecting, like I told them, we're not comparing apples to apples. Everyone has a different quality of product, different style. There will be some items that do overlap. And then once we make our decision, then I'm gonna go and kind of create a floor plan. We'll probably do a walkthrough of their space, and so that we could start to piece the puzzle pieces together. And yeah, and then really from there, we're just kind of locking down our other vendors and finalizing like our little details and design items and signage and that kind of stuff. So we're doing good. This is February, the wedding's in September. We've got lots of time, but I love when clients want to be ahead of the game and we can lock these rental pieces in, because that's the other thing to note is sometimes tents will be out of stock if it's a rainy season, or if it's, weather is coming, so you gotta lock in your tent. And then some one-off pieces like lounge furniture and stuff like that, sometimes those are gone. So get your rentals booked early. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that little day in the life of, what I do as a wedding planner. Now, of course, now I gotta put my Pinterest manager hat on because I've got some Pinterest stuff to do. Mainly, we are going into March, so I wanna make sure that all my clients get information of what is trending coming up in March, April, May. So we're kind of going in the next couple months, and I want them to use those keywords for blogging, and then we will use those keywords for Pinterest captions. So lots to do. The sun's already setting, but my work day is not done. But anyway, I will catch you guys next week.